Given the size of Breath of the Wild, there were plenty of ideas and concepts brought to the table that would ultimately never make it into the final version. While many of these may have never been experimented on in the development process, there's a good chance that others which may have existed in the beta version would be ultimately removed for the final product, or in terms of the Champion's Ballad, be added as DLC for the game. Knowing this, it's interesting to think about all the stuff that might have made it into the final version, but was removed just before it was launched. That's why it's so interesting looking at the Masterworks book, and what many others refer to as creating a champion. Plenty of ideas and concepts which are obviously not found in the game reside in this publication. There's definitely a lot in this book that interests me to the point of making potential videos, but for now, I want to look at what I consider the most fascinating. On page 102, you can see some concept art for different Sheikah designs, but one of these stands out from all the others, and that is the rough design of what looks to be a ghost. A ghost of a Sheikah woman. It might seem out of place at first, but this does fit with the game, and today I'll explain who this person is and what connections they were to have if they made it into the final game. This mystery isn't actually as difficult to answer as you might think. In fact, the biggest clues are right in front of us. First of all, this person is a female Sheikah, so it's someone who resides within that tribe. Second, they have supposedly passed away. This would explain why they take the form of a ghost. If you have completed the side quests in the game, then you probably already have an idea of who this is. One of those quests is titled, The Stolen Heirloom. What's important isn't the goal of the quest itself, but what you learn from it. Dorian reveals that he used to be a member of the Yiga clan, but once he fell in love with a Sheikah woman and wanted to leave the group, his wife had been killed. Fearing for the lives of his children, he gave the Yiga clan information on Link. With this insight, the chances that this mysterious ghost figure was going to be the spirit of the deceased wife seems more than likely. What's interesting is that you can see the exact type of flame design surrounding the Sheikah woman that you can find on other spirits such as Rome and the Champions. And the way the mask hides the face gives you the sense of mystery, or that this person is trying to hide something. But how would this all have played into the main game? Well, within the concept art, a tree is visible in the background. Given its design, perhaps this NPC would have only been found at locations with this type of tree. While most of the ones in the village are normal, a few of these trees do exist. Though if you ask me, this NPC would have most likely appeared within the gravesite along the edge of the village. This would make complete sense since Katla, one of Dorian's kids, states that her mom was buried there. She is also seen at many times crying at the grave due to her lost mother. Having her be here during the nighttime would make a lot of sense, as it's always been strange that nothing of importance was ever here. And it's not like we've never seen a character like this before. In Majora's Mask, the player interacts with Darmani, a Goron who had died on his way to the Snowhead Temple. I also believe that this individual would have been attached to one or two different side quests. Perhaps Link would have learnt of Dorian's betrayal through her and how it resulted in her demise. Or it was a part of the Stolen Heirloom quest but was changed after they scrapped her appearance. Katla also talks about how she is looking for her mother, stating, "Mommy's hiding, but I'll find her." There's a chance that the inclusion of a quest where you reunite this child with her mother at nighttime was originally going to be in the game. This might also explain why the Cooking with Coco quest is spread out to 3 different side quests. Perhaps the last-minute removal of the ghost resulted in some extra filler quests, but of course, that is just speculation. It's really unfortunate whenever a good idea or concept ends up not making the final game. For me, this is probably the most disappointing one. The Stolen Heirloom quest was already pretty great, but knowing that an idea like this was scrapped is quite unfortunate. There would have been tons of potential for this character, along with others such as the Queen of Hyrule. Mainly because it would be a great way for the game to bridge together the events 100 years ago along with the present. One of the complaints many people had with the Zelda title is the fact that all the interesting stuff happens before the game starts. And if Nintendo kept ideas such as this, that problem may have never existed. Thanks for watching today's theory video. It's definitely not as long as the other ones, but at this point I've already gone over almost all my ideas. I'll try to do more mini videos, showcasing ones that are too small for a full-fledged theory. Thanks to all of my current patrons, as your donations will help me to make more videos such as this. If you want to support the channel, then check the description for a link where you can donate $1 a month, though never feel obligated to do so. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys later.
Should